Hey friends, it's Christina TNT on the homestead today, and not much has really been going on the last couple weeks aside from recovering from a surgery gone wrong. I went in for an endometrial ablation, and unfortunately, upon the very beginning of the procedure, they perforated through the top of my uterus, which turned into an emergency abdominal surgery. They went in laparoscopically, 3 spots in my abdomen, and sewed up the top of my uterus. So I've been on the mend for about 9 days now. Today's kind of the first day that I'm really feeling okay. Still really tired, but ready to get out. It's gonna be like 70 degrees today, and we bought some new trees to plant. We're gonna start our little orchard out in the field. We got the fences completed and moved around, so let's go take a look. One thing I was able to do with the help of the family over the last week was can a bunch of apple pie filling. Well, not a bunch, but it felt like a lot of work. And we made an apple pie, and that's kind of what led to getting the trees that we're now planting. Was I was given a big box of apples and broccoli and pears, so I wanted to make sure to use up the apples. And I've already got a bunch of applesauce, and so got a bunch of applesauce. Here's my apple pie filling. First time doing that, so that was fun. And as you can see, one of our next steps is to build a pantry, but we've got some other projects to finish first. So now, this morning, Kale helped me cut up some pears, and we're dehydrating those for pear chips. And yeah, otherwise just snacking on lots of stuff. So this is what the new fence looks like. We closed this side off for the chickens, that side off for the goats. Left all this wide open to the front of the greenhouse. We're probably gonna do some planting. We'll see. Hello, Noisy. And that's Ollie. I don't think you guys saw him by now. So they want out. But they've got quite a bit of a larger space now, and better fencing on this side, at least. We still would like to do a split rail down the other side, but we're just not there yet. All right, so we got the fence up over there to extend the garden, and yeah, it was a little bit more work than I probably should have been doing because I'm in a little bit of pain now. But we also extended the fence all the way down across there. Well, it's not up yet, but that way the goats have all of this side, and we're gonna seed. You can see right in this area where we planted a test patch last year of goat forage, and now that we have a better section dedicated just for the goats, we will seed this and see how it goes, and then we'll probably plant the other side too. That way they have two little pastures to graze off of, and we can finally have a way to rotate them, and then the chickens will have their spot too. And then what we're working on is this area right over here is where, so we have this big tree. It's actually my neighbor's tree, but we're going to clear this whole area for the pigs, and we're going to put them in the back part of the field and section. So yeah, we need to replace all this fencing, and then we're going to come across right before the drain field so that the pigs can't obviously dig up our leach lines. But this has just been a compost pile for the last year, so we'll let them dig through. And these are the caps for our drain field, so we will close this off to that area and have a little hot wire fence across here. That way we can move them around. Here are the trees we got hanging tight in the greenhouse for now. We got a Bing cherry, a Rainier cherry.
Yeah, the Rainier is the bigger cherry.
And then a couple apple trees. What do we got here? Honeycrisp and a gala. But look at our happy little bees. We got lots of bees coming in. That's always a good thing. And these fools trying to get out. They want out. Eat all the weeds down the road. We've been letting them go out a little bit here and there. Which is why she's being noisy. I'll let you out later. I need to go rest. I got some apples for you though, I'll bring out. Do you guys want some apples? Get down, don't do it. You're not supposed to be up there. No, you're not. You're a bad influence. And Ollie, you're definitely not supposed to be up. You're too big. Pretty sure he's done his job though, getting my ladies pregnant. Seeing some round bellies. Gonna have some bake. Get off. No. Stop it. Just got back from a birthday party over at a friend's house and I see trees. Got one there and one here. And he said he did a square hole for a reason, to help keep them from being root bound. Let's go talk to him. All right, so the two in front are apple trees and these are cherry trees. Okay, so tell me what the square hole is.
Well, supposedly the square hole is so the roots just don't keep, this ground's really hard. So round hole, roots just want the easiest thing for roots to just keep going around in circles. The easiest thing they can do. Well, and eventually they'll, especially with this harder ground, if you don't keep it wet, they won't get through. This is very difficult ground. So it supposed to stop them from just keep wrapping. Supposed to slow them down to where they want to start punching through the corners instead of keep wrapping. So
okay,
you know, we'll see if it works.
It looks cool. I like the way it looks.
Just that little island in the center.
Yeah. How's your mixture going?
I need another top mix of about 2 inches eventually of
Need to have a bonfire is what we need to do.
yeah.
Well, they definitely look like they're ready to go.
It looked dead.
Yeah, this one's
You
not
know.
as bad as the other ones. Pots are really tight. Jeez.
Do you need help?
Need me to spray them to water them down?
So you just break up the root ball a little bit so they can start taking off and spreading out.
Right there. All these are pretty tough. Yeah, the guy I got it from, the old guy, he goes, because he's just rough on it. He goes like this, he was tossing around like, wow, yeah, there's the dumb old tree. He said, there's a dumb old tree. He's joking. He's like, there's the dumb old tree, right? But I mean, you know, he loves the tree. He just knows that you can just,
Yeah.
Mess with it.
you can be a little rough on him.
Well, obviously, or we wouldn't still be getting trees from him, what, 10 years later?
A bunch underneath it. That's been dug.
Ooh, look how pretty that looks. Is that dirt from the compost at all, or just dirt from the field?
Just native soil.
Definitely need to find a way to turn that makeshift compost over there.
Yeah, but no, I grabbed some from that. You can see I got a little hole over there. Stuff
Yeah.
down, but I was just kind of just trying to take some of it. I think it's still good. It's still going to be good. It's just not fully. But I do like that compost. I'd almost like a little bit more in here. A couple shovel holes. Be good. Rough one.
Water in a tree. Bing. That one's a Bing. And that one's a Rainier. Well, unfortunately, the goats got through the fence before we could finish it. And they took those cherry trees as little treats. They stripped them down, knocked them down. We had to replant them, but it looks like we might have some. Oh, it's not gonna focus. Oh yeah, it was not a happy day. Not a happy day at all. But I see some green, I see some buds. Hopefully they come back. We've reinforced the fence with some rebar. We're probably gonna line the bottom with some rocks too. We have a big pile of rocks. We have some volunteer potatoes from last year. A couple there, almost a whole row there that we missed. And I think we also have was it a cabbage? I think that's what we had planted here last year. So kind of strange. Greenhouse is all weeded. The grapes coming back too. We bought a tomato plant to get started. It's still been down in the 20s at night. So gotta have to wait a little bit longer. It's nice and warm in here though. Have to go ahead and get some things started.